Just a reminder that all proceeds from our YouTube channel are donated to charity. Please help us help others by giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to our channel. Your support makes a difference. Considering a Viking River Cruise that begins or ends in Amsterdam? With travel delays more common than ever, it's often smart to arrive a day or two early or stay an extra day or two after to reduce stress, rest up, or simply explore. Viking offers convenient pre- and post-cruise extensions, but you also have the option to plan your own stay independently. Today we'll add more to our guide for the Grand European Tour with Viking River Cruises, based on our experience from Budapest to Amsterdam in May 2024. We've already shared videos on arrival, transfers, and boarding, and our cost analysis for Viking's pre-cruise extension versus arranging your own. In this video, we'll explore the differences between booking an extension in Amsterdam through Viking versus planning it independently, share the transportation options we use instead of Viking services, summarize feedback from other travelers on why they choose to book or skip Viking extensions, give you a tour of the Pillows Grand Boutique Hotel Maurits, which was the hotel we chose, and provide tips for booking a luxury hotel on your own. So let's get to it. Just like we did for our pre-cruise stay in Budapest, we looked into booking our own hotel independently versus using Viking's post-cruise extension. In a previous video, we shared a detailed breakdown of this process with a focus on Budapest. But here's a quick recap of our experience in Amsterdam. One thing to note is that we didn't know our exact docking location in advance. After the cruise started, however, we found out that our ship docked at Koeneven, Pier 1 on Westerduve Street, which is a bit further from the main center than we expected. On this map, we've highlighted a few key points of interest: the Anne Frank House and the Rijksmuseum, marked with large green arrows. For Viking's post-cruise extension options in Amsterdam, they offered two packages: the standard package with a stay at the Hotel Hilton Amsterdam, priced at $749 per person for 2 nights, and the premium package, which included the Hotel Pulitzer at $1,249 per person for 2 nights. By booking through American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts, we secured a 5-star property that included daily breakfast, just like the Viking packages, for a total of $1,290 or $645 per person. This also came with a $100 food and beverage credit, offering a much higher value and a more luxurious experience compared to the Hilton, at a slight discount of about 3%. In this video, we'll take you on a tour of the Pillows Grand Boutique Hotel Maurits, the hotel we chose for our stay. Additionally, we checked the cost of booking the Pulitzer Hotel directly through the hotel's website, which came to $1,536 for the stay, or $768 per person, with breakfast included. This rate is approximately 32% lower than Viking's premium extension for the same property, even when you factor in $100 for a walking tour, like in the Viking premium package. On the right-hand side of the graph, we illustrate this point. While the hotel we booked could easily be considered comparable to the Pulitzer, we chose to compare it to Viking's least expensive package, shown on the left side of the graph. Even against that baseline, we saved 3% and gained many additional amenities, as you'll see during our hotel tour. We'll review the cost of transfers on our own that we included in this analysis in the next section of this video. To reiterate, here are the 3 locations marked on the map, counterclockwise from left to right: the Hotel Pulitzer for Viking's premium package, the Hotel Hilton for the standard package, and our choice, the Pillows Grand Boutique Hotel Maurits. As avid walkers, we felt that our hotel was ideally positioned for exploring Amsterdam. It offered a peaceful setting, located in a quieter part of the city, and away from the red light district, which we preferred to avoid. As we mentioned earlier, we didn't know our docking location until the day before arrival. We asked Viking to arrange a taxi for us, which worked out perfectly. We covered the cost ourselves, and the fare from the ship to the hotel came to $68 for a large minivan. Although Uber is also a convenient option in Amsterdam, the taxi price was comparable. The taxi arrived exactly at 10 a.m., as arranged by Viking. Since we booked through American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts, early check-in was included, so when we arrived at the hotel, we enjoyed a cup of coffee and were able to check into our room before noon. For our transportation to the airport later, we used Uber, which cost $67. When we asked fellow travelers about their reasons for choosing to book or not book a Viking extension, here's what they shared. Many choose a Viking extension for the convenience and ease of having everything arranged, like hotels, transfers, and tours. It's a stress-free option for first-time visitors who want local expertise and a smooth start to their trip. Extensions also give you the opportunity to meet fellow travelers who will be on your cruise. Plus, arriving early ensures you're well-rested and ready for your upcoming journey, which is especially important with today's challenging air travel. The main reason travelers skip Viking extensions is cost. They often believe they can find better deals by booking hotels, transfers, and tours on their own. Some also prefer the flexibility to customize their trip or explore other cities. Others might prefer more privacy, avoiding the group dynamic that comes with Viking's guided experiences. But whether you book with Viking or on your own, arriving early is key to ensuring a stress-free start to your adventure. Let's take a tour of the Pillows Grand Boutique Hotel Maurits at the Park. Ranked as the top hotel in Amsterdam by travelers on TripAdvisor, this remarkable hotel opened in late 2022 and is set within a 1908 red brick building that once housed a medical university. Following a meticulous 6-year restoration, the hotel still evokes a nostalgic, academic charm in some hallways. Located on the east side of Amsterdam, it sits on the edge of Oosterpark, a beautiful, lush green space filled with ponds, sculptures, and winding pathways, perfect for a leisurely stroll or a quiet retreat in nature. Check-in was a delightful experience, taking place in the living room, a private lounge that, by the way, features one of the best coffee makers we've ever encountered. After check-in, we were escorted to our room, a luxury room in the Suderam building, conveniently located near both the park and the Spring Café Brasserie. One unique perk of staying in the Suderam building is the complimentary wellness options, a 30-minute hydrode massage or 60-minute privatized sauna session. Now let's take a look at the room. Our room featured an entrance hall that provided privacy for the sleeping area, setting it apart from the main hallway. The sleeping area embodies the hotel's concept of noble simplicity, with carefully chosen decor that emphasizes calm and comfort. Soft materials and a warm, earthy color palette set a tranquil tone. The room includes a king-sized bed with nightstands, reading lights, and USB outlets conveniently placed beside the bed. Since you never quite know what types of outlets will be available, or how many, we believe a universal adapter is essential to maximize charging space whenever we travel. We always bring one along, as it's handy in hotel rooms and especially useful for finding usable outlets in international airports. The Suderam building, like the entire hotel, is remarkably quiet, with security doors strategically placed to enhance privacy and minimize foot traffic. A small sitting area with shutters and windows overlooking the park entrance adds to the room's quiet and inviting atmosphere. The smart television offers local channels, YouTube and Netflix, making it easy to unwind with your favorite content. Upon arrival, we were welcomed with delightful treats, including a tin of chocolates and macarons. The closet area, while compact, is well designed to maximize space. It includes drawers beneath the hanging area, stocked with robes, slippers, a powerful blow dryer, and a clothes steamer. Adjacent to this is a kettle and Nespresso machine and a mini bar for your convenience, and the room also features a spacious safe with a built-in EU outlet large enough to securely store a laptop, tablets, wallets, passports, and jewelry. The entrance hall leads to both the bathroom and a separate commode. While the bathroom is directly visible from the room's entrance, a pocket latticework door offers a touch of privacy. The bathroom features a spacious design with a long vanity and dual sinks, complemented by a lighted magnifying mirror. It includes a large soaking tub and a separate walk-in shower with a rain shower head, offering both relaxation and convenience. The space is bright and well lit, adding to its luxurious feel. Toiletries are provided by Diptyque, a brand we've noticed is becoming increasingly common in luxury European hotels and even on premium flights, like a recent Qatar Airways experience. However, Diptyque products are known for their strong fragrances, so if you're sensitive to scents, you might want to bring your own toiletries. Dining at this hotel offers a variety of experiences. It starts with the complimentary 24-hour tea, coffee, and treats available in the living room, where we also checked in, a perfect spot for a quick pick-me-up any time of day. For breakfast and dinner, we enjoyed the Spring Cafe Brasserie, which offered delicious meals in a relaxed setting. Although the hotel's fine dining Venus restaurant, with its impressive high ceilings, traditional wood beams, and enticing prix-fixe menu, caught our attention, we decided to try a nearby vegan restaurant instead, named Hearth. The experience was a delightful surprise. The restaurant was welcoming, vibrant, and served some of the most delicious food we've had in a long time. The hotel also features Fitz's Bar, an indoor speakeasy, as well as a rooftop bar. Unfortunately, the rooftop was closed during our stay due to cold and inclement weather, but it's certainly worth checking out in better conditions. The fitness center, while small, is well equipped with a selection of cardio machines, free weights, sand kettle weights, and a cable resistance machine. It's conveniently located near the spa, although spa facilities are not included. For those who prefer outdoor exercise, the neighboring Oosterpark offers an excellent setting for a walk or jog. As avid walkers, we chose to explore Amsterdam on foot, visiting iconic sites like the Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh Museum, and Anne Frank House. Walking allowed us to experience the city beyond these attractions, uncovering its charm along the way. We noticed that the areas around other centrally located hotels were bustling with large crowds and at times noisy protests, situations we were glad to avoid by staying at the quieter Pillows Maurits. Planning a pre- or a post-cruise stay at a luxury hotel? Here are our top tips for finding the best deals and ensuring flexibility in case of changes. We typically begin our search for luxury hotels about a year in advance, especially if we've booked our trip early, starting with fine hotels and resorts from American Express. Even without an Amex card, you can explore these hotels in both list and map views to find top luxury options in a city. For a destination like Amsterdam, Amex offers a smaller, carefully curated selection, making it simple to spot the best choices. Keep in mind that fine hotel and resort rates include daily breakfast and typically a $100 hotel credit for use at the property. However, to actually book through Amex's fine hotels and resorts, you'll need an American Express Platinum or Centurion card, though browsing their luxury selections doesn't require one. Then we go to the hotel's direct website to compare prices. Make sure you use whatever discount codes you are eligible for, such as military or AAA, for example. Some travelers recommend Priceline or other aggregators, but we never found these to be super helpful. We always avoid non-refundable rooms and recheck rates as we get closer to the cruise. Sometimes you find a better rate closer to your stay, and having a refundable room lets you adjust without losing money. It's helpful to mark your calendar for periodic rate checks, with a final check about 4 weeks before arrival. If you feel confident, a non-refundable rate can save you money in the final week before your cruise, but only book it if you're certain of your plans. A common question for travelers is which currency to bring to Amsterdam. We brought both dollars and euros, and as you would expect, locals are accustomed to accepting euros. But honestly, aside from occasional cash needed for markets, tips, or public restrooms, most places readily accepted credit cards. We hope you enjoyed exploring our DIY extension in Amsterdam, including a tour of the Pillows Grand Boutique Hotel Maurits, the top traveler-ranked hotel in Amsterdam on TripAdvisor. We managed to book this exceptional hotel for less than Viking's lowest priced extension package, all while enjoying even more perks. As you can see, it's easy to plan your own stay just like we did. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever booked your own pre- or post-cruise extension? Let us know in the comments below. Always remember to make meaningful and healthy travel happen, and we hope you're enjoying our review of the Viking Mimir on the Grand European Tour. And we'll see you next time.